YouTube with the YouTube really wants people to do their lives vertically. I refuse. I refuse. They make it really difficult now for you to actually stream horizontally. They just... Anyway, welcome. Oh, I do not like starting out the show frustrated, especially when I'm going to be using power tools. We're going to make stuff tonight. Happy birthday to me. We're like, let's make some things. Is you're saving money by not drinking? Will Chris Pennell be getting a raise? Yes. Commiserate to his job, his responsibilities, and based on his annual performance review and stuff like that. And it'll be a percentage of his current wage. So, yeah. Eric Habakabaka, right-hand shot. Waldrop, who else is here? Pennell's here. There's some people here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and you get the subscription and the Linda mattress and Raid Shadow Legends. Good evening. Brian's here. Len's handcrafted wood signs. It's a mouthful. I'm good, man. I'm doing okay. It's a little warm today. But everything is going okay. So far on this journey, I guess, I have yet to fix the nutrition aspect of things. So, I said in that video that I was gonna start eating better and more often. That has not happened yet. This week I forgot to eat on Tuesday and Thursday. So, but I have not purchased alcohol since August 3rd when I fell. I will be honest and transparent and admit that after last week's Saturday show, I did have the 2 leftover beer that were in my fridge in the shop. There were 2 lonely beer sitting in my fridge last weekend after the show. I said, drink those and then go to bed. So just get them out of here. Just like they needed to go away. I put too big a squidge of the Crystal Light in this guy. Oh, let's start with, before we get into making stuff, we're gonna start on some boxes tonight. Remember about a month ago when I blew up my dust collector? I was milling that yellow cedar out of that fence post end. We're gonna turn some of that into some box parts tonight and see if we can get them to at least close to glue up. Some of them. So we'll see if we can do a few. Tonight's mailbag? I don't know what we call it. The Shannon's Lumber Industry Update stickers have arrived. He said a 2-pack because he didn't send them out because he was on vacation. So we got 2 of the new Shannon's Lumber Industry Update stickers. Eastern Cottonwood. Light brown, pale yellow, creamy sapwood. That's a softie. 430 pounds. 2.4 TR ratio. It moves a fair bit. These are rad. These, in case you don't know, these I get from being a Patreon supporter of my friend Shannon Rogers. Oh, he's my friend. Shannon Rogers, who does a podcast. He's on the Wood Talk podcast, but he also does a podcast on lumber and wood and ecology and things like that. And he sends out these monthly wood properties stickers, which are rad. I've got, what's this, like maybe 6 and 7? Sweet chestnut and eastern cottonwood. Sweet chestnut. Sweet. Yeah, he does a show, a podcast that he is also doing in video form. He is Renaissance Woodworker, Renaissance WW on YouTube, I believe. Really, really smart guy. Does his research and gives out information as freely as he can. He's great. Tonight is my birthday. We always make something here on the show on my birthday. So tonight we're going to turn some of this yellow cedar that I resawed on the bandsaw a month ago and make it into some boxes, hopefully. Let's just get right into it, right? Let's go before I lose my nerve. I don't even know if I can still make stuff. It's been a while. Get it. Yeah. See if we can't make some boxes out of this. It's about 4 3/4 inches wide. Maybe 5 by, how long is stuff? Like a little box for stuff. I want it to be a one-handy. So I think about 5 inches is about as wide as you want a box to be able to one-handy it. 5 by stuff is about that long. Just stuff. Stuff is about that long, which is about 11 inches. We'll do a 5 by 11 box times a few. Somebody warn Pinnell. There's going to be some table saw happening. Table saws make Pinnell uncomfortable. Table saw, honestly, table saws should make everybody a little bit uncomfortable. But healthy respect for the tool. Let's make some boxes. It's a little warm. But I have lots of water. I got this one. I got a sink just inside. I got my other water bottle in the fridge. I also have most of a Gatorade or something. You have bigger hands, generally make 3.5 to 4 inches wide. Yeah, that's a nice. But I feel like if it's a two-handy box for some people, it's a two-handy box for some people. I think a box 4.5 inches tall would be weird at less than that wide. So, yes, I do. Let's get processing into parts and things. I may or may not use some fabric tonight as well. Get you guys oriented here. So these these boards, I don't know if you can see this. This is the way that they came out of the chunk of fence post that I milled up. So I've oriented them in the orientation that they came out of the board. So I'm going to try to get like continuous grain around the outside of the board. So what I need to do in order to do that is, because these two faces came out of the board together, I need to flip them like that, so that now this is the outside of the box. And then I need to cut my pieces so that this is even with this, and I need to go short, long, short, long. It'll make sense, hopefully, in a minute. If you're unfamiliar with how to get a grain wrap around a board, hopefully this will make sense as I'm doing it. So I'm going to put these in groups of 2, stacked the way that they need to be. This one's got a big knot in it. So this one I might go like 5 by 5, make a square one out of this. Might be able to do 16. Yeah, I do 5, 5. These ones won't be grain wrapped, but I can get another box out of here. And then I can do a 5 by 5 out of here. So 1, 2, 3, 5 by 11s. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5s. Maybe make 7 boxes out of these 8 boards. That'd be good. Let's start by, what should we start by? Let's just start by trimming off some ends and cutting out our 16s and see what we've got left over. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to rebundle these. Oh, up here. That's going to be 5 buys. Here, let's do quick. That's set at 5. Go 5. 5. 5-ish. Give or take. 5. 5. I shouldn't have marked these before I trimmed off the ends, but I'm just giving myself reference points for now, so I know where things are coming out of. Let's bundle these. Nah, forget it. Forget it. Let's go to the sled. Go chop the ends off and then cut them to 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 ish. We'll leave them in their bundles. There we go. And nope, this one doesn't get a 16. Take about an inch off the end to make sure I got a nice clean spot, and then I'll go 16 on all of these. If I don't do exactly the same, it's not going to be a wrap. So let's go with second stop block. It'll be close enough. We don't come here to learn. Okay, goggles. Where's my safety? I need some goggles. There we go. Go an inch off the end. This is set at 16. I'll do that on all of these. Then I'll have my 16 that I can make into my 5 and 11, 11 and 5. There's our 16s. Might as well knock these ones down to 5 while we're at it. This one I don't like. let's just see. These, like I said, these ones won't be grain wrapped, but it's like quarter sawn yellow cedar, so probably won't notice. So we'll have three 5x5s and three 5x11-ish inch boxes. And my shop smells better than your shop, because yellow cedar is the best smelling of the woods. That. All right, now we gotta mark out. See, if we want this continuous wrap around the outside of our boards, we gotta mark our 5 there and our 5 there, there, and there. So let's do that. So that we remember where things are. And then I'm going to mark across that joint that way so that I know that these two go together at that miter. And then over here, I'm going to come in like an inch and go beep. Beep. So now I know that goes together. And well, let's do it a little better. And this is a 5. And we'll mark that one too. And then this one. There we go. Now that is ready to go. Five. Five. Man, it's a little bit, you can go wrong. You can absolutely go wrong if you don't keep these things straight, especially on the multiples. These ones are all 5s, and this block of wood had some, you may or may not be able to see, there's sort of some mineral staining along one side of the whole 5x5 post. So I think generally, as long as I keep that line of mineral staining along the same edge, like even these ones that don't grain wrap, I don't think you're gonna, okay, you get them facing the same direction so that that's on the bottom of them. Get approximately the same amount of it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. Yay, us. I mean me. Oh, we're a team here. All right, let's get cutting. We'll cut the 5s off these ones, and then we'll get out the miter sled. That sounded like a question, didn't it, when I said that? Sometimes as I'm talking, I'm not sure if what I'm saying is accurate. Yeah, that. Come on. So we've got our 5 marked over there. So now as long as I'm cutting these on that where the 5 is, then because they're marked, I know where they go back together. Just keeping everything organized. Safety. Get the trip hazards out of the way, speaking of safety. Making boxes. Done with crosscut. So cue the joke, whoever wants to say it. You got a big enough crosscut sled there? Yes, it's an enormous crosscut sled. Okay, I know. It does. I need to remake a smaller crosscut sled. Oh. Loud noises, apologies. When this thing tilts, it does squeal a little bit. first. Ugh. 0. All right, sorry. It's not too bad today. A little bit of sawdust in the stop, but means I gotta kind of crank on it to get it all the way to 45. I'm at 45.4. Come on. Oh, went past it. Oh, no, there we go. There. There. 45. This is my miter crosscut sled. I think I have a video on making this. If I had an assistant who was good at putting links, which he is not, he could put a link in the chat room for the. So we could use a little wax. Hold on. Everybody needs to have a little block of just paraffin wax in their shop for stuff like table saw runners and the soles of hand planes. There we go. Okay. Now we go. Where did I stop block? Let's think about how we want to go about. Should probably put our first miter on everything. And then set our stop block for one or the other of those measurements. We'll do this, we'll do the 11s first. And then I can just like bang, 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 bang all the 5s. So let's keep these things together. Box. 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 We are going to just going to get right to our edge on the left side of all of my 11s, Then I'll set the stop block so that I can do all of my 11s. And then we'll move on to the 5s. Actually, I should be able to set a stop block for the first batch of 11s too. Once I get that dialed in. See, if you look, I don't know if it'll show up. The kerf on the sled, I'm going to line up with that top corner so that in theory, when I make that cut, that'll come right to that top corner. If I set this stop block here, I should, if things are all equal and square and plumb and etc., that should give it a little nudge more. Come right to that corner. I could do all of my 11s. Then I can move it over just a titch and go back up against the stop block and do all of my other sides of my 11s. Tis the hope, anyway. That's the strategy I am employing. But don't come here to learn. Okay. Keep my boxes together as boxes. Goggles. Safety. Come right to that point. One side of all our 11s. Give that a little nudge. other side of all our 11s. Which now makes them 11-ishes. We're all about ishes here. Focus. So our 11s are all cut. Now we do the same thing with a whole whack of 5s. Maybe after I sit down for a second. It's dripping a little bit. No, get it done. Get it done. After they get cut, you can sit down. It's not like you're gonna sit down and have a beer. All right, same thing. Do the 5s on these ones first. Little piece stuck there. this to Mark. Where am I here? Get reoriented. There. So, there. Okay. All of a sudden there was no mark, and I was like, I don't know where this board goes. All of these ones too while we're at it. Making boxes. That one moved away a little bit and caught on the blade, and now I don't want to make this box. Because then not everything will be even. I can cut it a little bit shorter, but then I gotta cut a separate top for things. Just don't feel like it. I want everything matchy-matchy so that I can have a batch of top and bottoms for the little ones and a batch of top and bottoms for the big ones, and everything's the same. ones, go with those ones, go with those ones. Those ones. Yes. Okay. Pay attention. Focus, idiot. All right. All of our miters are cut. They're all in their stacks that belong together. Got to cut some grooves for some tops and bottoms. Let's have a sit. Yep, come on, tripod. All right, what am I missing? All right, let's see. 29 likes. Look at that. Let's see, do it. Matt Sherborne. Making boxes, my friend. Yellow cedar boxes. Timber Designs. Happy birthday. Thanks. Can't stay. Inventory at midnight. Yeah, loser. Thanks for coming by, my friend. Mike, you forgot my birthday. No, well, yes. I only remember that you're close to me. And honestly, I wouldn't remember my mom's birthday if it wasn't 3 days after mine. I don't remember my dad's birthday. I don't remember my brother's birthday. I think they're both in September. What's going on? Brian hasn't picked up a lathe yet. Well, you have till, if you're getting that 1216, no affiliation, although I should have an affiliation. If you're getting the Laguna, it's 10% off until tomorrow. I think today might be the last day on the sale, but they do them periodically, maybe twice a year. Laguna comes out with like a pop-up, like, hey, 10% off for the next 2 weeks or whatever. Cedar smells nice. Yeah, my shop absolutely smells fantastic right now. We're an hour in already, though, and I've only just got the miters cut. I don't know how far we're going to get. Yeah, it's too much squidge. Too much of the crystallite squidge. I'm going to dilute that a little bit. It's also a little bit warm. Pinky finger's still not right. No, pinky finger's still not right. I'm not going to take this off because I think it's the only thing holding my fingernail on. That's better. Less of the squidge. I did. I haven't tried them yet, but last time I was at the store, everybody was talking about Mio water flavoring. So I did get a couple of those last time I was at the store. Haven't tried them yet, but I got lemon lime and something berry. Spring berry or something like that. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything substantial. Croops Magoops. How you doing, my friend? That's a cool name. We got some new peeps. Heribert Thurber. Welcome to the show. Dancing Alone with Rentals. Cool. Yeah. Oh, Nadia's here. Look out. Justin with on either side. Welcome. Grain wrap from here. I thought it was MDF. Yeah, no, it's not MDF. It's just really clear yellow cedar. Jeremy Cambry, happy first sober birthday. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to stay busy, my friend. I'm trying to keep my hands and my thoughts on something. Scroll back to where we are. Congrats on the almost 10K subs. I know I'm going to win the contest with Jax. Probably this coming week if everything keeps going the way it's going. Just passed 9,000 earlier today, I think. 70,000 people have watched that video. Blows me away. And fantastic support on it. There have been a couple that I had to. I don't think this video was the first time that I have ever actually blocked people that weren't bots. Like, I've blocked bots before that have been spam links and stuff like that. But this is the first time I've ever had to block who are clearly human beings. There's no need to say what you're saying. Like, just, I don't know. But honestly, the ratio is like well over 1,000 comments on that video, and like maybe 3 or 4 I was like, nope. Everybody else has been great. So I'll put this back in the fridge so it stays cold. All right, all the miters cut, grain wrapped, 2 little ones, 3 big ones. We'll cut some grooves, maybe cut some top and bottom panels and get these to glue up tonight. I don't know. My phone was fully charged before we started this, so I can go for a while. And I would like to. I like hanging out on the internet with my friends. I'm finally making something on the show again. That's nice. Live started at 9.17, 9.9.21. Ooh, that'd be super rad if I did it tonight. No, that's too many. My lathe and gear needs to stay stored. No room here to set them up yet. Oh, you have access to the university shop though, don't you? Or do you not yet? Sean, we talked about whether or not you were going to be allowed to play at the university. One day at a time, brah. Yeah, one Saturday at a time. Took me 10 years trying to quit, but I'm 5 years sober now. Made my first ever very crappy but sturdy table. It's not crappy if it's sturdy. If it's sturdy and it holds things off the ground, it's not a crappy table. Don't think I can use their stuff. Boo! We looked into it as no bueno. All right, so there's got to be a makerspace or someplace, a community shop. There's 500,000 people down in that little area. There has to be some kind of place that you can go use tools. Sorry I didn't send you a birthday box. Yeah, how dare you? Busy in the show. It's fine. Shannon, my friend Shannon Rogers sent me a birthday present. Lumber industry update stickers. I had to pay him for them, but I'm counting it. You have any suggestions on how to dissolve wood glue from a joint? Picked up a buffet and one of the drawers was clearly repaired, but it slides in funky and doesn't fully shut correctly. Depends what kind of wood glue it is. If it was repaired with hide glue, you could use some steam and loosen it up and then brush most of it out. You could soften it and get most of it out and chisel and get it out of there and then remake that joint. If it's like a PVA, like a Titebond yellow wood glue, you might wreck the joint getting it apart. If it's epoxy, same thing. It's going to be tough. It depends on how it was repaired. I would start by trying to steam it apart. You might be able to, even with like a clothing steamer or something, you like get the nozzle in there and get a bunch of steam. See if you can loosen it up enough to wiggle it apart, and then you can clean it out and get it back together. But I wouldn't know without seeing it. But if it's just a matter of if it slides in funky and doesn't fully shut correctly, there might be other, if that joint won't come apart, you might be able to make some adjustments in other ways, like with a hand plane, and get things, just kind of fudge it by taking some material off other areas or something. Again, it's hard to say from just that description. He's closing in on 10K. You only support small channels. 10K is still a small channel, yo. In YouTube terms, I don't even get a plaque or anything. I might make one. I might make myself a YouTube plaque for 10K subscribers. The walnut tier. I think you get your first one at 100,000. So, okay, bye, Kyla. Need to rest. That's cool. Happy birthday. Ish. Happy-ish birthday. Not happy-ish. Happy birthday-ish. Happy sober birthday. Just another Dave. Hello. We're going to cut some grooves in these boxes if I feel like it. I'm running out of enthusiasm. Usually I run out of enthusiasm because I want to get down to having some beer, but now tonight I'm just like, I don't know if I feel like it. I want it. I like, let's get them. Let's get them done. I'll put the dado set in. No, I won't. I don't even know where my dado set is. Got some red cedar, or not red cedar, red oak, 1/4-inch red oak ply scraps laying around I can make tops and bottoms with. I did want to fabric the inside of the top and bottom of these boxes. I got my fabric and my Fiskars roller thing and everything out here. I don't know. We're an hour and 10 minutes in. I'm gonna maybe have a smokerette, and then that'll give me the go that I need. Hello, are those knives in the back? I post and collect them. Weld and carry. Are those knives in the back? These are chisels. This knife. I got a knife here. This is a marking knife that a friend of mine made for me. Thanks for you. Pretty sure it was Titebond. Okay. Drawer fell out when it was moved and wasn't glued together fully tight in all corners, so now it's not exactly square. Yes. I am starting to picture what has happened. Can try to, I mean, if it wasn't glued back together well, it means that glue joint probably isn't very good. You might have success knocking it apart, because if it was a well-made, well-fitted drawer in the first place, and then when the drawer bottom fell out, they glued it back together, and now it's wonky. That's probably not a very good joint. You might be able to just pop that apart, but it might go horribly, horribly wrong. Hey, dude, happy birthday. Who knew it would smell like yellow cedar? I do. I knew. Temu sells a Dado set for $14. That's probably a good idea. You should probably do that. Because if there's anything you want to spend as little money as possible on, it's something that spins really, really fast and has carbide bits brazed onto it. That's where you want to save money, is on something like that. And something that spins really, really fast and has sharp pieces of carbide brazed onto it, and you're supposed to stand directly in line with. That's where you want to save money. How easy is it to remove the drawer front? Might be better off building a new drawer box if you can salvage the drawer front. Yes, but I think if you can get the drawer front off of it, that's probably where that joint is that he's trying to remedy. So if he can get the drawer front off nicely, that might solve. You might be able to clean up that joint. But what's my favorite brand of golf ball? My favorite brand of ball is Srixon. I play when I can have my preference, I play the Srixon Z-Star. I sold my Dado set because I never used it. I don't have a good one, but I have better than Temu. I have a ROK, R-O-K Dado set somewhere. But we'll just use the full kerf heavy duty Freud rip blade tonight. And I'll just do a couple of passes until I get to my 1/4 inch. Just run everything through once. I'll bump the fence. I'll run everything through again. That's fun. Monotony at the table saw is no bueno, to quote Sean McGill earlier. But stay focused. We'll get the blade back to 90 degrees. We'll run some grooves. We'll cut some tops. We'll see if I feel like fabricking them. I'm gonna have a smoke first, because one vice at a time. Okay? No, don't judge me. Okay? I'm not gonna quit drinking and smoking at the same time. I would murder someone. I had a lot of people. I'm gonna have a video coming out addressing some of the comment themes that I was seeing on that video, because I simply just cannot spend as much time as would be required to respond to all of them. And getting a fair number of people telling me that I should do the carnivore diet. I'm like, I already try actively to not eat vegetables. So I don't know what the carnivore diet is, but like I have to already be pretty close. Only ever heard of Titleist. That's the brand most people have heard of. You should go for a bike ride up island next Saturday and cheer you on. You'd come be my cameraman. You want to come up and run camera for me next week? Or just stand in the driveway and cheer. That would be weird. Keith Hillman, thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday and the great content. I think I was better at talking when I was drinking. The great content I put out. That's nice of you to say. I do try. I did the carnival diet. Lots of caramel popcorn and corn dogs. Been a long time since I was at something that could be called a carnival. I think Americans go whole hog with their carnivals, hey? Like you guys have like at your carnivals you have like all those like cook-offs and county fair type things where there's competitions for like whose lettuce was the biggest and stuff like that. Like who grew the biggest turnip and shit. Deep fried everything. Yeah, that's cool. I do enjoy a deep fried thing. Deep fried Mars bar is one of my favorite things. Oh, we gotta do Mike's never had this food before. Hold on. I'll get it while I'm smoking. It's over in the goodie cupboard. And then I'll do the fancy graphic, and we'll do Mike's never had this food before. For those of you who don't know, that's the replacement segment for Mike's never had this beer before that I used to do. All right, that's enough cigarette. All right. Here we go. So, let me get my graphics set up. So, on this week's edition, wait, hold on. We got to do the graphic first. It has a theme song, but ready? This is Mike's never had this food before. So, on this week's episode of Mike's Never Had This Food Before, we have the Lindt Chili Dark Chocolate, the Lindt Excellent Chili Infused or something chocolate bar. Lindt makes a good chocolate. Not sure about adding chili to it. Has anybody had this? Does anybody? I hope it's not like spicy. I don't want spicy chocolate. I don't think. I don't know. We'll give it a go. This is the Lindt chili, the chili piment rouge. There we go. Okay, we'll do a corner. Not that brand, but spicy sweet is a good combo. I like salty sweet. Like Himalayan sea salt caramel is probably like one of my favorite flavor combinations for sweet things. I almost think there's not enough of the chili in there. I think Hmm. Okay. It comes on late. It's still, oh, it's sneaky. But the chili is a little bit sneaky. It's lingering. Yeah, I like that. That's interesting. You don't get it right away, but then it sort of lingers in a not unpleasant way. I don't. Hmm. I don't know. It's not. I think I'm just gonna stick with. I think I'm gonna stick with. There's not enough of the chili. I mean, maybe it'll talk me out of that, but it feels like it should be a little bit more up front. Like it's hiding something. It feels like it's hiding something, and then it's like, whoop, here I am. Like, it's, oh, it lingers and it builds. Okay, I like this. This is in. I don't know if I like it enough to buy it again, but I'm enjoying the journey in exploring this chocolate bar. I think this is one of those ones that's, I think I'm just gonna leave it down in the fridge, and then once in a while I'll have a square just to get that, because it's pleasant. It's not unpleasant, but it's not a flavor profile that I'm gonna go out of my way to go get. It's okay. That's 6.2. It's worth putting in your mouth once. And some people would probably very much enjoy this. I don't. It's not unpleasant, and it's an enjoyable. Not sponsored. No connection to Lindt whatsoever. That's okay. That's 6.2. I'm gonna keep it in the fridge, and once in a while I'll go grab a square. Rage Quit. How are you doing? Another new name. Nice glass of cold milk with that would be pleasant. Yeah, there's nothing. It doesn't make me want to throw it in the garbage. It's okay. Let's get some grooves cut in some box parts. Come on. What did I just see? Somebody said something, virgin eggnog? No. Eggnog is like, eggnog can die. Eggnog is, eggnog is like one of the worst beverages, like, ever created. Just like who? Ugh. Anyway, let's get back on topic here. And this can go live over here. Eggnog. Get back to 90. Get unstuck from 45. God, which way does it go? That way. So this is a full kerf, like heavy duty rip blade. So it's like about almost an 1/8 of an inch kerf. So I should be able to get these grooves ripped. Depending on the plywood, that's a 1/4 inch. Might be able to do it in 2 passes. I'll do them all. I'll do all the one. 89.6. Oh, 89.7 the other way. $89.8 is close enough for me. We don't come here to learn, and we aim for adequacy. For those of you that are new. Loud noises. Grooving. Come on in, let's do some grooving. Go about half the width of the piece. Keeping things together and organized. We're staying focused because we're at a table saw. About, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch away from the fence. Run all of these once. No, we'll go a little bit more. And then we'll knock the fence this way to get our groove. This is going to be boring and repetitive. I got to do 20. 40. I gotta run 40 of these, and then I gotta bump it, and then I gotta run 40 of them again. It's gonna be really boring. Talk amongst yourselves. It's got that chocolate bar. It's gotta linger. The chili actually, like, I don't need this. Hey, Mikey B. Remember when we made a cut in a video in the middle of that rotation back to the other? We did one cut, and then as it was rotating back, we made a cut in the edit. That was. Okay, now we get to do all of that again. And try to dial in. Here is our sheet of 1/4 inch, theoretically, red oak plywood that we're going to use for our tops and bottoms. See if I can manage to get this in 2 passes. Let's start with one of these little guys. Oh, boom. Okay, I got it dead on, but I want to give it a little bit more because let's put some fabric on one side of our tops and bottoms. And 1/4 inch It's not super thick fabric, but there we go. That's just got a little gap in it now that should be enough for a layer of fabric on one side of this. And now I can run them all again. Double check. Yeah. I did something to my back just now. What is this muscle right here? I don't know. You know what I think I'll do? I think I might give one of these boxes away. I'm gonna give one of these boxes to a Patreon supporter. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a draw on patreon.com/wooden things and stuff for one of these boxes when they're done. Let's get some keep things together, stay focused. Loud noises. Rip some tops and bottoms. Everything is the same width, so I just need to find that width. And my buddy Mikey B would say, why don't you just measure it? And I'd say, shut up, Mike, we don't measure. I'm gonna go, it's about that wide. I'm going to overcut it. And I'll sneak up on it. Didn't overcut it by much, that's for damn sure. So just give it a little bit of room on either side. Just to be safe, we'll give it one more quick. And then I can rip it all down. There we go. Boom. And that is oh, 22. Oh, geez. I could get two of my big ones. This could be the top and bottom. Yep, that could be the top and bottom of one of them. Be the top and bottom of another. Yeah, okay. We're in a good place. These ones, despite everything that you're told, and yes, it's best practice to not make this cut, but because this is going to be a square panel to fit into the squares, no, I'm not. That's not enough reference. Usually, if I have enough reference along the table saw, I'm comfortable making a cut that's shorter here than it is long here, which is against general best practices, but like 4.5 inches is not quite that. With this as support, maybe? No. No. I'm going to lock this in here. Aha. I have the answer. Lock that in at that point. So now that's going to be square. So it's right at the edge of my oh, I moved it. The stupid miter slot. It's like almost at the edge of the miter slot and it messed up my measurement. Let's go with something thicker than that miter slot. There we go. So now I have clearance past it and it's not getting trapped here. So I can use that as my stop block. That's not going to get trapped on its way past against the fence and do a kickback. So, and then we'll double check because things did move. Good. There's the tops and bottoms for all of the small ones. And oh, I only had 2 small ones because I gave up on the third one. Idiot. All right. Now we can do cross cuts on the long ones. Anybody still watching this? Didn't need 3 of these either, did I? Yeah, I did. Hey, big enough crosscut sled there? There we go. Go. About there. All right, everything is going well. So far. Beauty. Ooh, box. Tops and bottoms. Tops and bottoms. This could be a nice looking box. Get a little fabric on the top, on the inside of the tops and bottoms. Miters come together nice. And let's double check the 5x5s. Doop-a-doo. Yeah, I think I left just enough room in those grooves so that I can get a layer of fabric in there without binding things up. 5x5. Get the grain going the same direction. We could get things to glue up tonight. I'm still having fun. We're 2 hours in, but that's fine. Sometimes when I was drinking, these things would sometimes go 3.5, 4. So we're ahead of things now. All right. Fabric. If we're going to fabricize the bottoms, the insides of the top and bottom, I have selected for the fabric purple with white polka dots. Because yellow cedar, I think, a nice, classy, or not classy, sort of simple. Don't want things too busy, but a nice sort of almost Crown Royal purple on the inside is a nice little pop accent when you open it up. Nice little surprise. I got my Fiskars wheel. These things, if you work with fabric, totally not sponsored. Hot damn, these things. Let's take another smoke break. I'm gonna do a quick sand on the edges of that plywood. Just to get, because there is a little bit, I don't know if you'll see, like there's a little bit of on the edges there, especially on the cross cuts. I'm sweating. Let's try to get these bad boys all the way glued up. And then next week, maybe we'll spline them. Or maybe I'll spline them in between weeks. And then next week we can cut the tops and bottoms off and add finish and hinges and latches and get them done. I don't know. We'll see. This is a 6-pack of boxes tonight to the point where they're glued up. That's a pretty good night if we can get there. Oh, I did something to my back when I was over the table saw. A little bit of a twinge. A little bit of a twinge happening right in there right now. No, I lied. 5 boxes because I gave up on one of the little one. Mod Podge is what Matt Kenny uses. I'm going to use Super 77. But yes, you could absolutely use Mod Podge or any sort of gel medium. I'm going to use Super 77 spray adhesive from 3M. The best spray adhesive I've ever used. Hashtag not sponsored. There are many spray adhesives in the world. I have used, I wouldn't say many, but I've used quite a few. And the 3M Super 77 is my favorite spray adhesive. Hashtag not sponsored, but if somebody knows somebody at 3M, if anybody knows anybody at a company whose products I know and like, you send them my way. I will absolutely take the sponsorship money, but only from companies whose product I actually like and recommend. Use Titebond 2 for denim. Sure. Yeah, Titebond would work too. Alan Mooney, what did I miss? Oh, I'm just making 6-pack of mitered boxes. I don't know, you might have been here for the last little bit of it, but let's get things somewhat cleaned up in terms of dust. Not gonna need these anymore for tonight. How is everybody's week going? I'm sorry I haven't been able to focus too much on you guys. I've been busy. How's everybody's stuff and things? Anybody making anything? Everybody having an okay week in general with life and the Minnesota mining and manufacturing company called 3M. Do they make adhesives and tapes and things? Been working on my niece's graduation gift for about 4 months. She graduated the 1st of June. Got a guy. It's probably awesome though, right? That's more important than timely. All right, one more loud noises while we get set up to fabricize things. Go. Let's put down random sheet of MDF. Try not to get glue all over it so I can use it for something later. Maybe get these things all the way to glue up tonight. Yeah. Oh, oh, hey. Yep. Okay. Oh, that was a slick cut, courtesy of the Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff marking knife. Quick, what, 150 maybe? Or edges. Get rid of any of those little niblets. That happen when you're using like a 24 tooth heavy duty rip blade on your table saw, making cross cuts on plywood because you're too lazy to change the blade. That happens. Keep our box parts in the box part orientations. Oh, how awesome would it be for a live show to make 6 mitered boxes on a live show? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling, yeah. Yeah, this is going well. Like I said, I think I'll give out one of these boxes as a Patreon draw for people that support me over there, patreon.com/woodenthingsandstuff. Haven't given them anything for a little while, other than my love. They get to vote on stuff, but I haven't done an exclusive giveaway over there for a while. Paint and Diorama. Hey, working in Parksville part of next week to help out another store organize a lumber storage lot. I've been to the Parksville Windsor. That's cool. I don't remember why I was at the Parksville Windsor. I think I was just like driving through and I was like, let's stop at their Windsor and see if they had anything. I think I may have gotten like some random eucalyptus or something there for some reason because they had a pallet of shorts. This is not enough room. I don't have enough room. Just think for a minute. Small shop problems. And some of you are going to laugh at me like, that's a small shop. Because Mikey B's in a little shed in his backyard. Waldrop's in a little shed in his backyard. I'm in a 1-car garage. So, bigger than some for sure. Bigger than some, but not as big as we want. That's what she said. Purple with white polka dots. On the inside of the top and bottom of our yellow cedar, red oak boxes. That'll be nice. Okay. Let's think. Spray. Move. Fabric over. Gonna do a double paper. Hold on. Come on back. Double up our I don't know why I'm like so concerned about protecting my 1/8" MDF here, but if it gets a bunch of spray adhesive on it, then it doesn't make it good for stuff later. All right, so now we can spread things out a little bit. Those two go together, those two go together, these two go together, these two go together. Spray glue. Shift that whole thing, get another piece of the MDF, put the fabric down, put these guys on it. That's how we'll go. Yeah, all right. As I said, 3M's Super 77, hashtag not sponsored. Stinks, but it's really, really good. Get up out of there. Get our fabric. Hopefully, I didn't even look at how much of this I have. Hopefully I have enough. Oh yeah. Beauty. Oh, should I go on an angle? I should go on an angle. No, we'll go straight. We'll try to save some of it. Enough. That. Go. And then if I want to afterwards, don't think that I probably will, but if I wanted to, once I get these things in, I could do like, I don't know, like a thin layer of something on top of the fabric. Yeah. Let that set up for a few minutes. That'll be plenty stuck. And then I'm just gonna take my, where'd I put it? Fiskars, hashtag not sponsored. Just gonna go right along the edge of all of those. Cut them out. We'll get things glued up. And we'll call it a night at about 3 hours. But 3 hours to get 6 boxes, 6 mitered boxes to glue up. Oh, yeah. I now have a 2-car garage, but I do have a car in half of it. So you have a 1-car garage. And it's a storage, yeah, and it's storage. Yeah. No, we will never have as much room as we want, will we? I feel like I want some cold water. And maybe some water without the squidgy. Like maybe just some straight water. Sometimes it's nice to have like some little, at least less flavor. Stanifer, how you doing, my friend? Oh, I hope I didn't do anything to my back that'll keep me off the golf course on Monday. I'm going golfing on Monday. Whoop, whoop. $42 thumbs up. Look at that. Oh, good. How are you? I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. I still need. I need to fix my nutrition. I gotta eat more. But what I'm gonna do. Just gonna take. Now that this has some out of it, I'm just gonna add. Because this is my cold one. Just gonna add a little bit of my juice or the juice water that has the squidge in it to that. So there's just a hint. This drinking water thing, it's like a science. That's not quite enough of the squidge. Okay, one more step times 5. No, cut them out, I guess, is a step. I don't know why I did this. I do. I know why I did this. I wanted to keep my hands busy. Did you actually make something today? Yeah. I'm 7/8 of the way through making 5 mitered boxes. With fabric lined tops and bottoms. Gotta cut them out. Gotta cut these out of their fabric that they're adhering to. Get them put in their boxes. Get them glued up. Productive night. Oh, sweaty. Did something on my back. But good. We're good. Purple, white polka dots. Why not? Let's get them cut out. Come on. Get her done. So like I said, these Fiskars, it's like a pizza cutter thing, but it's for fabric. It's just so slick. Like right up against the edge of things. That last one didn't go. Ah! Come on, Fiskars. Last time it was a lot smoother than this. Oh, nice little fabric. That'll be a cool book top or bottom. Because things are too close together and I keep running into each other. You know, nice panel. Go. These are going to be slick boxes, I think. Should have just cut them out rough and then trimmed them. It's a lot easier when you're not right up to the and then once they're roughly cut out, then you can trim around them. Yeah. Okie doke. Tops and bottoms. Purple polka dots. Okay. Don't need this. You guys up here again. Whoop, whoop. Save this for something else. Get our orientation lined up on these guys because we need to know which way the grain direction goes on those. These ones are pretty self-explanatory. Let's do them one at a time. Let's do them one at a time. Just Normally I would also pre-finish the inside of these, but I want to get them all the way to glue up. Let's make sure that they still fit. Oh. Oh. Nice. That's inside out. Now, I guess I could do the purple on the outside. No, it'd be cooler on the inside. Make sure things are in the right orientation with our mineral staining on the bottom. It's only the long ones that we actually have grain wrapped that we need to worry about. So getting to the end of the night. Making boxes. Making things again on the show. Feels good. It feels good to be making things again on the show. I want to be fairly careful with my glue application here because of the fabric on the inside of these boxes. I want to be fairly minimalist so that I don't get glue squooged all over my fabric. So I'm just going to do a very, very light brushing. A little acid brush. And hold on, let's get some Starbond. It's in the truck. Get some Starbond for the lids. Actually, let's use the thick. Let's use the Starbond thick. For our tops and bottoms. I'm not going to overdo it. Like I said, I am going to spline these as well. Don't need a ton of glue in here. Because we don't want it to squooge all over our fabric liners. Nice light coat focused on the outside corner, because when we fold that up, it's going to squooge towards the inside of the box. where we don't want it to get on the fabric. Give me the glue. There you go. More that. That's gonna be slick looking. Yeah. Nice tight miters. Both sides even. Wow. Almost like I know what I'm doing. Whoop, whoop. All right. Yeah, whatever. Like I said, these ones are not grain wrapped, but as long as I've got the mineral streaking along the bottom or the top or whatever, as long as it's on the same side, I'm good. But hopefully you'll be able to tell when I do the big ones, that it should be as close as I can get, other than like the wood that was taken off during the milling process. It should be almost perfectly grain wrapped all the way around those big boxes. Oh, so much work. But, you know, 6 boxes, if we do 3 hours, say, we get to glued up on 5 mitered boxes. And then it's just splines, finish, splines, cut tops off, finish, and hardware. Plus talking and breaks and stuff like that. Like that's relatively efficient work. Too much. Man, I just like it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of beautiful, wonderful people commenting on that video. But it's the 2 or 3 like just terrible people. Like I just don't understand what kind of person you need to be to go to a video like that and make the types of comments that some people are making. And those are what, like, as many, it's always the negative ones that stick with you. And it shouldn't be. I want to focus on the good, wonderful, positive things. But just one guy literally said, I'm just here. This is the first video I've seen. I'm here to watch the train wreck and watch you spiral into oblivion or something like this. Spiral out of control. Like, or I'm subscribing so I can watch you spiral out of control or something like that. It's like, really, dude? Really? Your mom failed at her most important job. Hold on. Yep. Yep. Beauty. Oh no! A little bit of veneer problem. The red oak plywood at Home Depot is gonna have some problems, but that's, again, nice tight miters all the way around, both sides. Oh, okay. Big ones are the ones that are a little finicky. So we gotta reline up our lines with that one, and then that one. Go. Things are back together the way that they came out. And so all of that lines up. And then this point should also line up with that point in terms of the grain. Three more, and we'll call it a night. And like I said, I'll either spline these in between this week and next week, so that next week we can just basically get them finished, or we will spline them next week and then finish them the week after that. It'll depend on what I feel like doing out in the shop this coming week. If I feel like boxes, that's what'll happen. If I don't, we'll save them for next week. I'm glad that I took the time to do the fabrics. I think that the fabric, like, insides are actually going to be a really cool sort of pop of color with a little surprise when you open the box. Sound like you got crickets. Yeah, I got crickets. We all got crickets. Except I got my garage door open. You didn't have your garage door open. You're like in your office and you've got crickets. There we go. Too much. Ba-ba-da-ba-bow. Oh man, I managed to cut these slots just absolutely bang on perfect in terms of the thickness that I left to add the fabric to it. Like they're just nice and snug. I'm really quite happy with how tonight has gone. Considering, like, it's a relatively major project for a live show to make 5 mitered boxes. Like, pretty stoked. And not just 5 mitered boxes, but 5 mitered boxes with like fabric inside, top and bottom. It's my birthday. That's nice. That's so yeah, all grain wrapped. Sweet. And that one goes with that one to this one to this one. The only thing better would have been if I would have pre-finished at least the inside of these boxes. Normally when I make boxes, I like to at least do a couple coats of lacquer on the inside before I wrap them up, because it makes it a bigger hassle later. But you know, all things considered, making them live on the internet kind of puts a little bit of restriction on that kind of thing. There's still people here. Actually, there's more people here than there were before. Make sure, if you haven't yet, that you hit that thumbs up button. Just, I hate YouTube sometimes. Like, you gotta say it, because that's the only way people remember. But damn, do you sound like an idiot. All right, one more after this. There we go. Second last one. Too much. Spread it around. Go. One more. One more, you guys. Yep. All right. Here we go. Second last one. We're almost exactly 3 hours. But it wasn't 3 hours of Mike getting drunk. It was 3 hours of Mike being productive. He didn't pull out the guitar and get demonetized. Another nice tight fit on the corners. God, this is going very well. All right, last one. Last one. Okay. I am dripping a little bit from my forehead. But worth it. There's gonna be some nice ass boxes. All right, last one. Five mitered boxes with fabric inside, top and bottoms. Yellow cedar, red oak ply, grain wrapped, purple with white polka dots. Ciao. Yeah. Yes. Yes. All right. So that is that for tonight. We got 5 yellow cedar, quarter sawn yellow cedar, grain wrapped mitered boxes, red oak plywood top and bottom with fabric on the inside, times 5. Ha ha! Whoop whoop! All right. 3 hours. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, those are going to be nice. Nadia, you're right. I am a superstar. Look at Mike doing things and stuff with wood. Ooh. Accidentally just about banned Brian for some reason. Okie dokes. Good stuff. Good stuff. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to spline them in between shows or if we'll spline them next week and I'll just put them aside until then, but good work by you. Go way faster when I'm not in your way climbing up ladders and shit to get an odd angle. I don't know. Yeah, I guess there, but I mean, I think it was more fun talking through camera shots and stuff while we were also making the thing. That was a fun video. If you guys don't know what he's talking about the jewelry box project. That was essentially this same process, except Mike was here filming it, and it has mitered liners with trays that drop in or slide around or things like that. Made 3 different kinds of jewelry boxes in that video. Brent Jenkins looks like he healed up well. I think this is gonna be a scar right across here, and I think I'm gonna have at least one scar in through here. But yeah, it Equate brand polysporin. Did wonders. I think it was 3 or 4 days of looking pretty mangly before it actually started, like, I wasn't gonna scare people when they saw me. Five mitered boxes. I'm glad I went with the fabric. Like that's gonna be a nice surprise when you open the box and there's like purple polka dots. Still not sponsored by Equate. I have one in about the same spot on your nose. I'm surprised I didn't break it. Like when I saw it the next morning, I was surprised that I didn't break my nose. This is still not great. What's happening under here is still not awesome, but this healed up okay. I mean, I wasn't going to get any prettier anyway. So I am perfectly pretty enough. Thank you very much. Nice tight miters. Sometimes I don't get nice tight miters like that. Look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And that's whoever was saying I make mine smaller so that they're one handy. Maybe I don't think I have giant hands. So 5-inch, is it still at 5 inches? Yeah, it's just about bang on 5 inches. And I can still one handy that. So big storm rolling in overnight. My first island storm. I didn't see that. Oh, maybe down on the south end. I haven't been looking at the forecast. All I care about is that Monday is nice. Going golfing on Monday, and It can piss rain tomorrow all day if it wants, but on Monday. Do you feel better being so hydrated? No, but only because I still haven't figured out the nutrition thing. Like, I'm still not eating well or frequently enough. I forgot to eat on Tuesday and Thursday this week. And also today. I haven't eaten yet today either. But the week before I ate pretty okay. I just need to get more consistent about remembering to put food in my face hole. When that happens, I think I'll feel better. Yeah. I'm quite proud of myself making 5 mitered boxes from essentially raw wood. I resawed the boards a while ago, and I did pre-sand them before the show today. So I did spend a little bit of time before the show finishing the prep work on the boards. But in terms of like measuring and mitering and grooving, and then cutting like the tops and bottoms and assembly of 5 mitered boxes during a live show. You had brownies today at least. I still have brownies. Hold on. I forgot them in the truck. So now they're actually still kind of warm, or they're warm again, because they were sitting in the truck with the sun beating on it. And these are also the best brownies, because my mom made them. And everybody knows that your mom, whether they are technically the best or not, whatever mom makes and like tastes like childhood, it's the best. This is the best brownie. Because my mom made it. And my mom made it this morning. She like woke up, made brownies to bring them to me first thing in the morning at work. Thanks, Mom. This is better than Lindt chili chocolate bar. Yep. This moment brought to you by Nissan Trucks. When you forget your brownies in a truck, make it a Nissan truck. And if you leave your brownies in the Nissan truck in the sun, your brownies will be warm when you go get them. I can't speak for other kinds of trucks, but in a Nissan Titan, that's it for this one. 3.25 hours. That's good. That's a good live show. 3.25 hours on my birthday making boxes. Your mom legit makes the best brownies. I know, right? I was disappointed when I saw no icing. Then I tried them and I was like, oh, because they don't need icing. Yeah, and sometimes they do have icing. Totally don't need it. What do you do with boxes that do not open? You make it so that they open. You just don't do that before the glue has cured to make them boxes. Or, I mean, if I would have made a bunch that were like this, actually they're almost, not quite, like 4 3/4 by 5 by 5. If I would have made them 5 by 5 by 5, I could have done like yard Yahtzee with them. When you leave your brownies in a Nissan truck, make it a Nissan truck that you leave your brownies in to get warm. These all sound like terrible commercials. But in any case, that's it for the birthday show. I will remind you once again, because I have to, make sure that you click the like button and you're subscribed, and that you go to patreon.com/wooden things and stuff if you want to chuck me a few bucks to keep me going doing the YouTube and get votes on things, and you entered into a draw for one of these boxes. And also, if you're on the fence about the Patreon thing, do it before November, the 1st of November. If you sign up for Patreon through an Apple device, they're going to take 30% of that money. Just got an email from Patreon the other day saying like, oh, just so you know, as of November 1st, new signups that happen through iOS are taking 30% of it on the way through. That's pretty rad. But it is what it is. I cannot control corporations. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. We will see you all again next week for something with these boxes. I don't know where they're going to be at by next week. They might be in exactly the same condition by this point next week, but we'll see. I'm extremely happy with how tonight went. Bye for now. Going golfing on Monday. Thanks, everybody.